What's going on, everyone? I'm Sway Jose, back with another edition, Cloud of Thoughts of Wrestling. This is episode 27. I was going to save this for tomorrow and do a whole, just an NXT thing tomorrow when I usually do my NXT reviews. But today, I want to get it up before, because the NXT Takeover Toronto is Saturday. So with that being Saturday, I want to get this preview and predictions up a couple days before. I just don't want to have it up, because usually how I do things, it's a day before. So I probably won't really have it up until like Friday. And I just don't like that. So what I'm going to do for the first time ever, this is the very first time I've done this, I'm going to do 2 uploads. I'm going to do my AEW like I usually do. I'm going to do that later. And I'm going to hit you guys right now with NXT Takeover Toronto preview and predictions. We're going to go over the show. I'm really excited about this show. I've been, watching the road to Takeover Toronto, and I really enjoyed what I've been seeing. We've had some really good NXT shows, weekly shows that I've been reviewing every week. So if you've missed any of those, go back and check them out because I take you through the whole road to NXT TakeOver Toronto. Also, if you missed anything this week, Monday at New Japan Pro Wrestling, results, predictions, standings. And we're getting to the end of that. The G1 is coming to a conclusion. Everybody is all with their upon. Every competitor has their last 2 matches. That's what I'm trying to say. So we have some big matches coming up. It picks back up tonight. Well, it was this morning, but I'm going to watch later tonight along with NXT. Their go-home show before NXT TakeOver Toronto. Also, yesterday we had a preview predictions for Ring of Honor Summer Supercard. I went over that, went over the matches, and made my predictions for that. That'll be Friday. And on today's episode, it's going to be NXT Edition, my first NXT upload of the week. Like I said, I'm going to be back. I will be back tomorrow with the NXT review for their final show before NXT TakeOver Toronto. We're going to be talking about Takeover Toronto on this episode. I'm going to give you my predictions and, of the matches that are on this card. This is a really stacked card. I've been looking at it and, when all the matches, so far have been finalized for this card, I'm excited. We're getting 6. Now, NXT Takeovers, they usually have 5 matches. And for this one, they're adding another one. So we have 6 total matches. And this is good. This is going to be really good. I've liked what I've seen leading up to NXT TakeOver Toronto, and I'm really excited to see this show. This is probably one of my biggest shows I'm excited to see for this month. I'm excited to see what New Japan does August 31st. I'm excited to see what NXT UK does. But, I'm really excited and pumped for All Out. That's the big one. That's the one I'm really mainly. And then secondly, I would say it's definitely TakeOver Toronto because TakeOvers always deliver. I still think TakeOver New York was still, in my opinion, just one of the best shows of the year. And we're going to get into this TakeOver card, like I said. But like and subscribe, need those likes, need those subs, so take a little minute. And give me a thumbs up, give me a subscribe. I'm trying to reach 20 subscribers by August 31st. It's getting closer. And all I see is, I believe all we need is 3 more. So those 3 people, if you out there, we looking for you. I'm looking for you. Get these 20 subs up by August 31st, All Out. We have a jam-packed week. I said it was going to be a jam-packed week, and it's going to be a jam-packed weekend. We still have the G1 going on this weekend. We got Ring of Honor Friday. We got TakeOver Toronto. That is going to be, that's what we're going to be talking about on this show. That's going to be jumping, and then we got SummerSlam on Sunday. So it's a lot, and Toronto, is going to be a hotbed for wrestling this weekend. There's going to be a lot of wrestling. I know there's an indie show going on where the main event is SCU versus OVE. So that should be really good. I also know House of Glory, I believe they have a show coming up, and that should be good, where the Young Bucks are going to have their last indie match, and Private Party is going to have basically their farewell match at Hog. So A lot of wrestling. I don't know exactly the exact date of Hog. I'll get back to you guys on that. But I do know it's going to be a very lit weekend of wrestling, and we have a lit month of wrestling. We really do. It's a lot of good wrestling that's going to be going on this month. So I'm going to get into this NXT Takeover Toronto card and make my predictions and when I think about these matches. Now, we have the breakout tournament, Cameron Grimes and Jordan Miles. Cameron Grimes, he was formerly known as Trevor Lee. And then we have Jordan Miles, formerly known as ACH. This is the finals of the breakout tournament. They announced the breakout tournament, William Regal did, and the winner of this tournament, so whoever wins this match, gets to choose which championship he wants to challenge for. I've liked what I've seen from, I would say, all the competitors in the NXT Breakout Tournament. Now, some, of course, more than others, but I've enjoyed what I've seen from all of them. And I really believe that Cameron Grimes, for sure, and Jordan Miles, ACH, I believe that both of them have high ceilings. And I'm very excited to see them continue and their careers continue and what they're going to be capable of doing on NXT. I'm really excited for that in the future of both of these guys. I'm excited for this match. It's a takeover match. I believe they're both going to really go at it. If you've been watching NXT and you've seen the breakout tournament, or if you know of Jordan Miles, ACH, or Trevor Lee, Cameron Grimes, then you know that this should be a good one. I believe it's going to be a really good match, and there's a stake. I always love matches when there's something. You're fighting for something. You're going at it for something. And what they're going at it for is not only just to win the breakout tournament, but to win a chance at, challenging for a championship, whether it be the North American or the NXT Heavyweight Championship. I'm going to go with Cameron Grimes. I feel, and the only reason why is I feel like coming out of the match with him and Isaiah Swerve Scott, formerly known as Shane Strickland, I feel like the winner of this tournament was coming out of that match. I feel like whoever won that match between these two, I feel like they were going to go on and win the tournament. Now, it's nothing against Jordan Miles. I've liked what I've seen from Jordan Miles. I like what I've seen from Jordan Miles before he came to NXT, and he's going to be a big part in NXT going forward. Same thing with Cameron Grimes. So I really don't even think there's a loser in this match because they're both going to be all right. But I just see, maybe they go with the little bit of a bigger name and Cameron Grimes, and it seems like they are really in on Cameron Grimes. Seems like they're in on both of them, but I can see Cameron Grimes just a little bit more. I wanted Isaiah Swerve Scott to win it, but I just knew the winner of that match. That's just in my mind who I had winning this thing, so I'm gonna go with Cameron Grimes. Next, we have a singles match, which is a grudge match between Candice LeRae and Io Shirai. Now, we know that they were cool, they were friends, but then Io turned on Candice and attacked her after Io lost her cage match against Shayna Baszler. She lost her cool, she attacked Candice LeRae, and this feud has started. Io Shirai is a heel. I love heel Io Shirai, I really do. I've been enjoying this new character from her. I really like it. And Candice LeRae, man, we're finally getting to see Candice LeRae on an NXT Takeover card. And, I hear a lot about her, and I'm pumped to see Candice LeRae. There's high praise for her, and I'm glad that she's finally getting a shot to really stand on her own in a big-time match and a good little feud that she has going on with Io Shirai. This is a tough match to me because I can see, I have reasonings for why both women should win, why Candice should win, why Io should win. But I'm going to go with Candice because this would be huge for Candice, her first match on the TakeOver card, to get a big win with one of the top female superstars in NXT, Io Shirai. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Candice LeRae. And, I want to see Candice LeRae in that top women's spot in NXT. Challenging for the NXT Women's Championship. Same thing with Io Shirai, and I think Io Shirai is going to continue to be there for sure, but I'm just going to go with Candice LeRae. But there's a part of me that, I kind of want to go with Io because I've really enjoyed her heel character, and I can kind of see her really getting this win over Candice LeRae, and maybe this feud continues. Who knows? Next, we have Shayna Baszler. Well, I'm not going to get into that one just yet. We're going to go to Street Profits. Angelo Dawkins, Montez Ford versus the Undisputed Era's Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. Now, this match is going to be good. I have no doubt about this match. Like, this is going to be a really, really, really good match. And I have no doubt about that. I have no worry about that. But since I don't like how the past two NXT Tag Team champions have not been treated, but how it's played out for them. Like the War Raiders just getting moved up to the main roster, and then for them to not be really doing nothing. And then they're already featuring the Street Profits on Monday Night Raw, and they're the NXT Tag Team Champions. So you kind of already got the feeling that Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish are going to win, because you can basically say that the Street Profits are on their way to Monday Night Raw. And I didn't get to see them defend the titles, and that's a little problem that I have for a certain someone else. But I understand. I just wish we could have saw the Street Profits, at least get to defend the titles at least one. Now, we have on NXT TV, so I'm not saying we haven't, but I mean, like, on a Takeover, and I don't think that, I just think that they're being moved up a little too fast. That's just my opinion. Now, they have all the talent in the world, and they deserve to be on the main roster, making that bread, getting them bigger shows, getting them bigger checks, I believe, if that's what it is. That's cool. But I would have liked to see them. I would have liked to have seen them, a little bit more in NXT. I just think it's a little too soon. I feel like the War Raiders were brought up a little too soon. That's it. Now, I feel like this match is going to be awesome. I just feel like it just became so predictable once we started seeing the Street Profits on Monday Night Raw. Now, you can say, a couple of these matches can be predictable, but, I mean, this one is the most predictable because we've seen the Street Profits on Monday Night Raw every week so far. So you kind of can go with the Undisputed Era, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish winning, and that's who I'm going to go with winning this match. But I believe it's going to be one hell of a tag team match, because if this is going to be the Street Profits' last tag team match on NXT, especially at a TakeOver, they're going to send them off right. So even in defeat, this is going to be one hell of a tag team match. I believe that. Next, we have the Velveteen Dream taking on Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong. Now, this is going to be an awesome match. Now, I had the things I talked about Roderick Strong and all that, but now looking back at it and thinking about it, Roddy does deserve to be in this match. He definitely deserves to be in this match. I've loved what I've seen. I've seen from the Undisputed Era Roderick Strong. Roderick Strong's a guy who's been in NXT forever, okay? And I don't believe he has had a run with a title besides the tag team titles with Kyle O'Reilly. This guy is due for a title run. He is due for a title run. He's due for a title run in NXT. So for that reason, I'm going to go with Roderick Strong. I'm going to go with Pete Dunne taking the pin, though. Keeping Velveteen hot. Not letting Velveteen get pinned. Dunne's going to be the one to take the pin, because Roddy beat Dunne the main event of last week's NXT, and I feel like that's why that was a little foreshadowing, You had Dunne get the win over Roddy. Now Dunne's going to take the pinfall possibly at TakeOver Toronto, and Roddy is going to walk out the North American champion. So I'm going to go with Roddy. My man Roddy Strong, he going to finally get his title run. And I'm excited for him, man. He's very much deserving of it. And this match I'm really looking forward to. This is one of the matches I'm really looking forward to this whole weekend. I'm really looking forward to Dream, Dunne, and Strong, because these three are awesome. I'm always impressed by anytime I see any of these three guys in the ring. Roddy with the tag team with Kyle O'Reilly, they just put on some amazing tag team matches. And Strong is just, even as a singles competitor, I've always thought, man, the Messiah of the Backbreaker, he was just amazing wrestler in that ring. Pete Dunne, the Bruiserweight, I mean, he's awesome. I mean, Pete Dunne striking, he can flip, he got speed, he can get technical with you, the bending and snapping of the fingers and the pressure points and all that, but he's amazing. And then Velveteen Dream, the guy just oozes charisma. He can get it done in the ring. I mean, he can captivate you. This is awesome. This is awesome. And people are like, well, why is Dunn added to the match? Why not? Let's take over Toronto. Let's go out. Let's put three of my dogs in the match. Three of my, I don't even want to use that phrase, excuse me. Three of my top guys. And this is NXT and NXT UK. These are three of Papa H's top guys. And I believe after you watching this match, you're not even going to think of why Dunn was added at all. You're just going to sit there and be like, this match is awesome. Next, we have Shayna Baszler. Now we're going to get to this. We have Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim. Now, I've honestly liked how they've built up to this. Now, people have said that this hasn't had the most build up like all the other matches. I can kind of agree. I can see why you would say that. But I still like the way it's been built up with Mia Yim attacking the other horsewomen. Jasmine Duke and Marina Shafir. I like how she was able, attacking them in a parking lot and then at the performance center, kind of like taking them out one by one so that, her and Shayna can really have a match. And I hope it is what it is. I hope that the horsewomen don't come back and interfere in this match. I hope we just get to see Mia Yim and Shayna Baszler one-on-one. No interferences. Just really go at it. I hope that's what we see. And I like the kind of street, real street character from Mia Yim, I like that. And I like Shayna. Shayna Baszler is probably my favorite women's wrestler right now. If I had to say right now, who's my favorite women's wrestler, I'm talking about all over the board. Who's my favorite women's wrestler right now? I'd probably would tell you Shayna Baszler. She's awesome. I think Shayna Baszler is awesome. I've liked everything she's done. So, with that being said, I want her to win this match. Now, a lot of people are saying that she needs to be called up. We thought she was getting called up, like 2 takeovers ago or whatever. Everyone keeps saying it, but then she keeps winning and keeps winning. If they're going to go to FS1, Shayna Baszler isn't just a star of the NXT women's division. She's a star of NXT. And for them to get moved to FS1, you need that star power in Shayna Baszler. And what she's been able to do, great heel. I want to see Shayna Baszler win. That's the only thing. Nothing against Mia. Now, if Mia is to win the belt, that's cool. That's really cool because I've liked what I've seen from Mia Yim. Now, a couple other people may not, but it's cool, man. We're all entitled to our opinions. You like what you like. Now, I wouldn't say I still am high on Bianca Belair. I really am. There's nothing towards Mia. I like Mia. She can get it done in the ring, and I've liked how she's coming out of her shell. I like that. And, I like the little interaction between her and Shayna Baszler at NXT. I like her aggressiveness and how she took out the other horsewomen, like I said. So, I can see Mia Yim winning and finally being the one to take down Shayna Baszler. I just don't want it to happen. So I guess this is me. Just because I like Shayna, man, I'm going to go with Shayna Baszler. But like I'm saying, this is a match that it's not easy, predictable match. Because everyone's saying, oh, Shayna's going to lose this time. Shayna's going to lose this, man. And then she comes up on top. So you got to be careful. Because you're like, well, she's going to just get moved up to the main roster to take on Becky. It's like, well, you don't really know that for sure. So she could still pull it out. And so can Mia Yim. And I just love matches with that kind of intrigue. I'm going to just go with Shayna Baszler because, the time that I thought she was going to lose in the Fatal 4-Way. I believe that was at Takeover New York. And she pulled it out. I'm going to go with my girl Shayna. I'm going to go with the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler. Then we get to our main event. Yes, it is. We have Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano, and the rubber match. So this is it. This is going to end this feud. 2 out of 3 falls with stipulations for the NXT Heavyweight Championship or NXT Championship, whatever you want to call it. The top title for NXT. The top prize. Two classics already these two have had. Takeover New York. Takeover 25. I don't believe this is going to be any different. And I believe Adam Cole's going to win. And that'll bring me to my other point I'm going to make. But I hope that this is better than the last two. Now, stipulations. Johnny Gargano chose a street fight in his first stipulation. Adam Cole chose a regular 1v1 singles match. I do believe this is going to go to a third fall. A lot of people are saying they want it to be an Iron Man match now. I don't know how in the heck these two guys are going to be able to do a street fight, then do a singles match, then turn around and do a 60-minute Iron Man match. That's wow. And if they do pull it out, that may be probably one of the greatest matches ever, for real. But these two guys, if anybody's probably capable of doing it, I'm sure it's Cole and Gargano. This match is going to be amazing. I'm telling you, and I just hope that they know what they did in the past two matches, and I hope they sit there and go, hey man, let's top this too. Let's really blow everybody's minds away. This can be the feud that ends all feuds. This is probably the last time we're going to face each other, and how long? Probably until they're both on the main roster. With that being said, I want to see this match be amazing, and I like how I'm 100% sure this is going to go to a third match, a third stipulation. And I hope the stipulation, now I'm guessing it's probably going to be a cage match, but I don't understand the reasoning for it to be a cage match. So I can see why people are leaning towards Iron Man. I just see these guys being spent after the first two. After the first two falls, I think they're going to be spent. It's going to be even 1-1. For the fact that they've already had a match like this, they have. Now, granted, the first match didn't have any stipulations. That's why the stipulations were added. I hope that they can just top what they've done the past two, and we can sit back and say that this was one of the best matches of the year. Just like we can look back and say their past two ones were. But I hope this one is just better. And I know they can do it, and I know they want to do it. So I'm really excited for this, not for the outcome, but for the show. Because I want these two guys to literally have my jaw drop to the floor, because they are both capable of doing that. I'm going with Cole, so that means that the Undisputed Era will walk out of Toronto with all the gold. They will be draped in all the gold. Will the Undisputed Era. Now, part of me may be like, maybe that's just too easy, but I don't know when they're ever going to get a better opportunity than they have now to do it. This is probably the best opportunity they've ever had to get all the belts. I feel like they're going to do it. Undisputed Era will walk out of Toronto with all the gold. That's just the way I see it. That is NXT Takeover Toronto. My quick little preview and predictions for the show. I'm excited. I'm really excited for this Takeover show. I cannot wait till Saturday because I've been pumped for this card since, like I said, leading up, watching the weeks, leading up to this. And believe me, I just feel like Triple H wants to set the bar, and he wants to set the bar high for all the rest of the shows that follow this month. Now, Ring of Honor needs to set the bar high because they're first. They're Friday. They're Friday, and they can't just think, well, no one's going to be, really focused on us, so we can do, nah. They need to go out there, really set it, and NXT need to come out here and set it, and then we'll see after that. Thank you guys for rocking with me. Like I said, I have 2 that I'm going to do today. I'm gonna get into some AEW. I'm going to take a quick break. And then I'm going to shoot the other upload, get my AEW upload. And it's just going to be real quick because, they don't have a show yet. And, Road to All Out hasn't been uploaded yet. But we didn't talk about the last one last week because it was uploaded after I was done with my AEW edition episode. So we'll get into that today. And then I got a couple other little bit of news and things I want to talk about. And I do AEW every Wednesday, so I want to continue to do that no matter how much news I got. I want to continue to follow that up. It's going to be a little bit harder with their TV shows, so I'm probably going to do it after their TV shows, which means I'm going to have to probably be uploading at like 12 or whatever. But it is what it is, man. That's how it is. That's life, such as such. Like I said, I'm going to get out of here, give me a little drink, get recuperated, get this AEW one out. Conquer your goals, live your dreams, spread that love, spread that peace. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. I'm going to get up out of here for a little bit, guys.